welcome back to our podcast channel, The Crazy Life of Jake and Wife. I almost got that backwards. I am wife, and that is Jake. So I'm Emily, and we're going to recap the week. That's what we're going to call this segment, I guess, right? So
last week you probably heard I was just getting ready to go into surgery for my shoulder, which just happened the last podcast actually, and it's only been 1 week. And
has it been a full week? Yeah, today, huh?
Today's a week.
Yeah, he did really good. He is funny coming out of surgery. He really is. Everybody likes him. It's a good time. But
I did feel, however, this was crazy to me. I didn't have a major surgery done. They had to remove like a portion of the clavicle. It was started dissolving.
It's crazy.
It is. It's interesting. And so they said whatever I could do to manage pain after the surgery, I could just go do. And so he said it's usually quick recovery. Now I noticed though when I got up, as soon as I woke up from it, I was like, oh man, what did I do? I think I just got hit by a bus. And so as soon as I woke up, I could hear the monitor on the screen. My heart was started beating. And the nurse came in and she was like, are you okay? I'm like, yeah. She goes, it seems kind of like you're in pain. I'm like, yeah, it hurts really bad. And she goes, well, let me give you some fentanyl. Now, I've never had anything like that before.
For the record, Jake did, he denied the nerve blocker. The anesthesiologist offers a nerve block at the end of the surgery. They usually just give it to people and nobody knows that they have it, but it's supposed to help for like about a day. And he was like, no, I'm going to be good. I don't need that. I don't want to feel that way.
Well, typically, if you know me, I'm going to push my limits. And so pain is there to restrict me. So
he said no.
I'm still glad I did.
And he woke up in a heck of a lot of pain.
Yeah, it definitely hurt. It hurt worse than I had expected it to hurt. But I remember she gives me this fentanyl, and then I feel like I'm just floating in the room. It didn't take a ton of the pain away. And she comes back 2 minutes later. She's like, how you doing? Are you still in pain? I'm like, yeah, it still hurts really bad. She's like, well, let me give you some more. Dude, I don't think I've ever felt so zooted in my life. I remember just whatever she did, all of a sudden, I think I could see colors. It was crazy. It was wild. And finally made it back to the...
Well, and he came back to the room. He was acting like himself. He was acting totally lucid. Like, there was no weirdness about him. So I started talking to him normally because he seemed so into it. And then it was like 30 seconds later, and all of a sudden, one thing he said didn't make sense to me, and I went, no, he's not all here. Like, he's acting somewhat like he's all here. It's the same way that I act when
you're sleeping.
When I'm sleeping and I start talking in my sleep.
She sleep talks all the time. It's crazy. It literally scares me to death.
One time, I gotta tell you this, just one quick little blurb here. One time when I was sleeping, I had a dream that there was a giant spider coming down onto my face. And I woke up, I opened my eyes and I could still see it. It was still coming down onto my face. And I was like, this is real. This is not a dream. This is real. So I woke up freaking out. Jake, there is a spider in our bed. There is a spider in our bed. And that is not an unrealistic thing that can happen. Like, you can actually have a spider in your bed. We've had spiders in our bed previous. So he wakes up in a panic. I'm already panicking.
I'm trying to kill this spider that doesn't exist.
So, and so anyway, but that's kind of how he was being that way. Like, he was sleep talking sort of like he was normal. And then he started saying some things that were off. And I was like, Nope, he's not there. I'm not going to tell him anything serious right now.
But what was really cool, we start wrapping up with the surgery, and I'm feeling better, and they just send you home that day. They put me in a sling. Now, as you can tell from our previous conversation, we like to ride motorcycles quite a bit. We have a little group that we ride with. And it just meant so much to me. I made a little Facebook post. I'm sure I was a little emotional because of all the anesthesia.
It wasn't the drugs. It was just Jake.
Okay, you're right. Sometimes I'm emotional, especially when something hits me. But as we come out of the hospital, all of my motorcycle friends are there. They're all on their bikes. They're all revving their engines. I'm sure the nurse probably thought it was crazy. This dude's nuts. I teased on the way down that Jake's bike was in the parking lot, and he was just going to jump on it and leave. And she looked at me like, that's not going to happen, right? Serious.
Like, that you're not serious. And I was like, no, I'm taking him home. But then all the bikes were out there, and he was like, she kind of like looked at me for a second, like,
Is he getting on a bike?
No.
It was fantastic though to see all our guys there. It hit me really hard.
They gave us an escort home.
Yep, we had some bikes in front and then us in the middle and then bikes on the way home. Got home, they were all there making sure we were cool. That right there shows me, man, that's just family and friends. Yes, we have our family. But for those of you, if you have your close friends who are willing to be there and not even tell you about it, you know what I'm talking about. It just hits you.
Your chosen
so deep.
family, the ones that aren't blood.
It's fantastic. So those are my brothers.
That was pretty cool.
The Harley kind of style brothers. Those are my brothers. We loved it. What else did we do this week though?
So then we've had a couple birthdays. Your mom's birthday was this week.
Yes.
We got together for that.
My best friend's birthday was yesterday. He just got a new motorcycle on his birthday, which was fantastic.
And you guys went for a ride last night. We went to dinner with all the motorcycle guys.
It was a surprise birthday party for him. A surprise motorcycle to him.
Yeah, so it was pretty awesome. Cool. Earlier this week, Jake called me at like 10:30. He's outside, so like we're in our house, right? He calls me.
This is my favorite part of the week, by the way.
Will you come outside? And I was like, I'm in bed, but like, yeah, sure. So I put my robe on, go outside. And he's laying he's like, oh, bring pillows. So I bring 2 pillows, and he's laying on the front steps. And so I lay the pillows down. He's got a bowl full of blue raspberry sour gushers
that he's
eating with a spoon, weirdly.
Well, he didn't want to get the fingers dirty. So.
He's like, just look at the activity in the sky right now. So this is where we're gonna maybe jump down a little rabbit hole, not too deep. We're just gonna dip our toes today, but
little rabbit holes, they're great. They're my favorite.
If people in Idaho, or I guess anywhere, but the people that we know, go outside at night, 10:30, 11, look at the sky, and just like for a good 10, 20 minutes at least, just lay there and watch.
When you first came out, what did you see?
Like the first moment?
Yeah, I told you.
There was this huge, lit up. I still don't know what it was. It was not a plane. Too big to be a plane.
Way too bright.
Too many lights. Too bright.
Way too fast.
Too fast.
Everybody's gonna say it's the ISS. Except I tracked that, and that's not where it was.
It wasn't. It's not like Starlink. Because it's not like the really long.
I don't think Starlink is what they say it is anyway. So we'll get on those.
We got some deep conspiracies, but it was huge. I have no idea what it could have been. But it moved too fast. It was
kind of elongated shape.
Yeah, it had like an oval shape instead of like round, and it wasn't blinking like planes do.
Super bright, and then just
it was just a solid like set of lights. It was just cruising. I have no idea.
Anyway,
so it's either got to be something, otherworldly, or something that our military and government doesn't want us to know about. So
I think there's a lot of stuff we're not told.
But then we're watching we were watching satellites. I'm going to put that in quotes right there, okay? Because we have our own thoughts on those too.
Just do this for me. Let's play devil's advocate. Have you ever Googled a picture of a satellite? Notice most of them are, I think actually every one of them is like CGI or AI created. Just think about this, okay? Just a question for you. We have jetliners that are roughly the size of a football field, 100 yards-ish long. And they fly at, how high are they flying? We were looking at this.
35,000.
30 to 70,000 feet in the sky.
40,000 feet.
And at night, we can see them because they blink. And if they didn't have lights, could you see that? Not even. Couldn't see that at all. And you can see the plane coming. You can tell that they're kind of low in the atmosphere. And then, Google this. What's the size of a satellite?
We did Google this the other night just to show somebody. They're the smallest ones are the size of a watermelon, and the largest ones are the size of a truck, a pickup truck.
Like a small truck.
Well, and a standard size pickup truck, but still.
And how many lights are on them?
There are no lights on them.
There are no lights on a satellite.
On satellites.
So when we were laying outside for probably an hour, dude, the sky was
dancing.
There's stuff moving, and there's times where I've had like a laser. We shine them at stuff. Not airplanes. I know that's illegal. And something goes by, and it will literally take a 90 degree.
It's like 90 degrees.
Not like zipping. A turn like an airplane.
It's weird.
Go hit the
satellites would not be doing that. So
tell me what your thoughts are on that.
Because here's the thing,
and what you think they are.
It would be arrogant to assume that we're the only ones in our in space and everything else. And
it totally would.
And honestly, like. If you people don't look at the news anymore, but the news or the Senate did announce all of that
alien traffic, and
they've announced that they have otherworld craft, that they've encountered otherworldly beings.
This is my favorite topic of things.
We do enjoy
crazy stuff.
We can go pretty.
You'll hear more in more podcasts, but we're quite religious too, right? And if you look at like the Christian doctrine of things, we look at the Old Testament, New Testament, we look at these books, and it talks about worlds without number. And so to me, the basis of all this, what I love to do, is sit there and just awe at the creations that our Father has made. It's wild. And then one day to know that I'm going to know what this is. It's exciting to me. So I'm sure we'll talk a little bit more about that. But
we'll go down some.
Oh, we'll be like a little bit of Joe Rogan. We'll pull some of these.
Jake likes to
big topics up.
It's funny. When we're sitting there at 11 o'clock at night, Jake's just he's just going wild. Like he just lets his brain spill.
ADHD is totally on.
It is fun to listen to. So I'm sure you'll experience some of that. To be honest, like it
was fun though.
It was good.
And it was
nice.
kind of a nice little date night, just laying on our sidewalk in the front of our
laying on the sidewalk,
house.
watching the sky. There were the little blips. You know It was weird. There were these. There was no star, no satellite, nothing moving in the sky. But multiple times there were just little pinprint flashes of light, and they were bright. And
then we would stay there, not like a shooting star.
No.
And then we would stay there and we'd watch the same section,
and it would do the same thing again.
Flash again.
And then somewhere else in the sky, 5 minutes later, there'd be another one.
Anyway, I know it's crazy. It's a ton of fun.
But there's stuff up there. There is.
Yeah. What else? Anything else for the week?
Oh, anything else for the week?
Some stresses at work, but that's just life. So stay tuned for next week. We are going to show a couple other things. We have some fun stuff planned for next week. Some fun topics, I should say. And let's talk about some of these topics next week. Maybe we'll do a Q&A type thing. And
I think we should do next week one of our review our customer deals.
Yeah.
I'm
gonna have to keep that one pretty easy because I don't want to upset.
Oh, we're gonna keep it very anonymous. It's gonna be very anonymous. The thing is,
people can relate on.
We've had so many experiences of the same type with people that nobody would ever know it was them, and I don't know. But people are awesome most of the time. People are great most of 99%. The time. But you get those people, and you know what? Maybe it will help. Maybe the podcast and talking about it and going over things. Like sometimes you have to hear about yourself from a different perspective to be able to change, right? And so sometimes you hear something and you go, "Well, I do that."
Just be nice, basically.
Well, maybe I shouldn't do that anymore.
I love that.
And we might just have to.
I think it's going to be great. And if you like these stories, you can tell we're a little wild. And of course, at the end, that's why we call it
the crazy life.